my screen. I hope my screen is visible to you all. Yes.
Yes, Gautam.
Yes, Gautam.
Okay. So today we will cover these two topics like reports and dashboard. Okay. So like what are the types of reports? Like what is there are actually two types of reports, but we will look into normal basic type of report. And there is one more type of report like which is just added into ServiceNow from last two versions. So that will take like around 10 to 15 days. So and that is not required for now. That is separate. Like if we have some developers who will work particularly on reporting part only, then that advanced reporting is required for them. Okay, till then let me open this instance. Okay. So reporting like a normal reporting, like if we have any table like incident table, problem table, change table, and if your management asks you to create reports on that, like reports which are created today or which are created in this month or which are created in last some days or which is about to like if we have some incidents which are about to get breached, like that has already crossed 80%. So in that case, in such reports, they will be asking you. So we will do one or two reports for now for just understanding. And actually it is very easy, no need of any code. Okay. And after creation of reports, we will go to dashboard thing. Okay, it will take time. Okay, till then, let me cover one more thing. We have two types of reports in ServiceNow. One is normal report, like if they call a report, that means normal report, and one is PA report. PA means performance analytics. Performance. Okay. So in normal report, then what is the difference? Like if we have report, then why we need performance analytics report? So in normal report, like if you, as I told you, like if we have a incident table, they will ask you one report, like I want a report by assigned to persons. Okay, like this person, like Gautam, how many tickets he has, Sharath, how many tickets he has, and they want to even group by some, like what is the status of that, is those new, in progress, or closed. So they want some type of report. Then coming to SLA, they want to say see the report of SLAs which are going to breach, or in this, like in this particular month, how many got breached and how many got successfully completed. So those type of reports. But that will, this normal report will show them the report and data from the existing table, right? We can't predict future. Like if in month of June we breached from if we have 1,000 records, 1,000 tickets, and from that 200 got breached and 800 are successfully reached, like not breached. So in month of July, how many will breach? In month of August, in September, we can't predict that, right? But in case of performance analytics, we can predict that. Okay. And we no need to do anything. System will automatically predict that. Just we need to understand like what we should do, like how we should configure. And actually that is also an easy part. And you can go through some performance analytics report videos. In just one or two videos, you will understand like what are the basic performance analytics reports. Okay. And for this, for normal reporting, we don't need uh, any plugin, like no need of any plugin. But for performance analytics, by default there won't be any plugin in our system. We have to install performance analytics plugin in our system by ourselves. Okay. So that is the different. And if possible, like if we get time today, I will try to, like, even I don't remember plugin name, I will try to find that plugin and I will install, and we will see out of box some PA reports. Okay. So coming to, for now, we will cover only normal reports. So my instance is back. Uh, and no need to worry about reports. It is very easy part, nothing to do there. Okay. So if you want to go to reports, like no role is extra role is needed, nothing is needed. Directly admin can create reports. Okay. So directly go to reports, scroll down. Here we have this report application, and in this we have these modules. Okay. So if you want to learn anything, like what are the steps, documentation, you can go through this getting started. And if you want to view an existing report, and if you want to run that report, then you can do from here. And if you want to create any new report, you can do that from here. And if you want to schedule a report, like sometimes manager will need a report on first of every month, or every Monday's morning he need report, like what happened in last week, he need report. So without any manual intervention, you can schedule a report, and manager will directly get this report on his email. Okay. So that is purpose of this schedule import report. Then import tables, that is we have seen already, data transformation map, data source, all those things. And this one again same, like all the reports, report statistic reports, so like what is the source, like what is the range there. About range also we will open and see, and interactive filter also we will see. So all these are just color code, like in your report, if you want some color code, all those like color definition, these all three are related to color. Then properties of your reports, like if we have any properties, these are actually out of the box. I too never change this, because this will be the perfect one. We can develop our reports, and these properties are good to use. Then let's first open some 1 or 2 existing reports. Okay. So when you click on view and run, so these are the some of the reports which you get here. Let me go to, I will try to get incident table record, because we all have the knowledge of that incident. Okay. So see, all incidents by assignment, like group. Okay. All incidents by location, all incidents by state, all incidents closed by, like closed by whom. So these are all the out of the box reports. Like these are some of the reports on SLA also. So let's open this one. So here is all incident by assignment, like groups. Okay, actually they have one particular group which we don't have or existing here. Okay. Let me open one more thing which has some data. Incident. This one. All incident by state. Okay. So this is how report will be visible in your system. Okay. Like you will not see all this part. You will just see from here to this one, this blue one, bars and this linings. So here you can see these are all the incident by state. So on the bottom you can see, like we have states, right? New, in progress, closed, on hold, resolved, cancel, all those things, right? So among that it is showing this many, like these are the incidents, and those are grouped by your state. Like in new state we have 50 incidents, which you can see on the top, right? And it is 45% of all the incidents. Okay. And this one, we have 39 closed incidents, and its percentage in total, like total of this all four. Okay, it is 35%. Then we have 16 in progress, and it is 14.68%. Then we have 4 incidents which are in hold, and that is 3.67 percentage of all this. Like consider this as 100% whole, and it will automatically divide based on that, and we don't need to do anything. Okay, so how it is developed? So on, like whenever you click on any new report or anything, so you will have these 4 options on the top. So when you select data, you have to give any report name, like whatever your wish, that is your wish. And then we have source type. One is data source. Data source means if you are updating any Excel or anything. And if not, then select table. If you want to create your report on table, then after selecting table, select your table from this list. Okay, anything, like whatever you want. That's all. Then go to next. In next, you will have all the types of reports, like we have bar report, then we have histogram, horizontal bar, this one. On the bottom we have pie and donut. All these different kinds of report, like whatever you want, you can directly select from here. Okay, so here this person has selected by out of the box is bar one, so that is selected. Okay, and I'm going to next, configure. So in configure, we want to see that based on group by, like group by based on state, right? 1 minute, I will be back. Sorry, I'm back. So here we have the option of group by state, because we have the requirement of incident by state, right? And if you select group by state, then it is grouping all those, and it is showing you count. So if you want, you can select based on anything from here. Just for our knowledge, like if you want to group by on assigned to and anything, like whatever you want, you can do that from here. Okay, and based on priority, anything. Okay, and so this group by whatever you select on the top, it will be the default. Like whenever you select this one, it will appear as a default group by. And if you want to apply multiple group bys, okay, like we want to show a drop down, so user can select his whatever he want, and he can group by based on that. So you can add anything here. Like for example, I am giving priority, then I am giving the state again, then I will give assign to up here, like assign to. And if I click OK, and I have to run that report. So on the bottom, you can see this group by. We have these many options now. Earlier, this was not there, right? So now you can group by or based on priority. See, it will reload. So see, priority P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. It is grouping based on that, right? So next, assign to. If you want to group based on assign to, then see, this one is empty, then it is assigned to this one. This is assigned to ITL users. In that way, you can group by. And this tag by also we can have a look. Like now, for example, like if you are you have selected a group by state, okay, and you want to stack it by priority, then I am selecting this. So this is new group. These all tickets are new, but in that it is again dividing that based on its priority. Like this this color is planning, like a priority 5. this orange color, it is new. Then we have this color, it is this one, and all those things you have color code on the bottom. So based on that you can have this. Or if I want to stack that by assign to, then new, all the new are empty, like not assigned to anyone. Then we have some closed, and that is assigned to different persons. And you can see name, when I am hovering over that you can see different names. Okay, so that is the purpose. And you can stack by anything, like whatever you want, and you can directly do that from here, like we have this option also. Okay, and because this is out of box report, I am not touching it. I am making it normal as it was earlier, and running it again. Like make any changes and just click on run, so your ticket your report will get a reload again. Okay, so this is our report. And if you want to like, some people will ask, like, this report is fine, but I want to see some data also. Then we have this option, display data table. So click on this and run. So see, on the bottom you have this tabular format. So this is state, incident count, and percentage of count. Like new state, we have 50, then we have this percentage. All these things you can be able to see if you select this one, display data table. Okay, again. And if you want to do any aggregate, like count, sum of those, distinct, maximum, minimum, anything. So for example, out of the box it was count. If I select maximum, and I will select this one also, maximum of something like business duration by default. So I'm running that again. So see, this is your closed state, this is your in progress, all those. And your closed state took overall 510 days, 16 hours, 19 minutes. That is showing us because we have selected this business duration. Okay, and this is how it is dividing. Okay, fine. So going back to this count and run. These are just normal things you will understand. If you go through this for half an hour, you will understand that. And then on the bottom we have this one, maximum number of groups. Like we are here, we are showing 4 groups, but in real time there might be 100 groups, and our form, like our desktop will not be sufficient, right? So we can restrict that. Like if you want to show only 10, show only 12, 15, 20, show all. If you show all, this will be just like a one liner. If we have some 100 group buys, it will show like that. And system default, like whatever system is having default, I think it is 10. So it will show maximum of 10 group buys if we select this, and remaining will not be shown, only top 10. Like you might ask, like if we select this one 10, and 10, 20 or system default, then actually which one will show? It will show based on this count, like maximum tens it will show. Okay, so that is about configuration. And next thing is general, like if you want to apply any color palettes, those things, like which color actually you want to select, you can select that from here, like blue, dark, red, or I will select some red for our understanding. Okay, this one, and I will run this. So you can see color will get applied. Okay, if you want to display data labels, then click this, and data, like whenever we are hovering, it was showing us, right? But without that, let me select this and run. So now you can see count on a bar itself, right? Without doing anything. If we hover, it will show. But even without hover, it is showing count, right? That is because of this one. Okay. And custom chart size, like you can select some size, like this one, width, height, you can select based from here. drill down view, like what type of view want to view if you drill down. So like a report or user view, those things, like I will show you what is drill down also. And decimal, like how much decimal you want to see. Like here you can see percent, after percentage it is showing at 4.87. If we give 5 here, sorry, 5 here and run, so it might show some 5 digits decimal. It is not showing for now. Maybe it is exactly this percentage. Okay, but you can restrict decimal also. Okay, then title, like what is this report type, like title. And like sometimes we can if you are okay with this, then you can leave this as you want. And if you want to give some other name, then you can give something from here also, like something like this and run. Okay, so instead of this data name which we have given on the star, that will not get display. Whatever chart title I am giving here, it will get display here. Okay, and this one is again size, this one is color, like which color you want to show that. Let me select this one. So all color combinations you can do. So now you can see it was earlier it was black and now it is this one. So where it should appear, on the left or where. So I'm selecting this one on the left. So you can see this got on the left. You want to select it on the right and select here right, and it will be visible on the right hand side. Okay, so in that way you can do this. I don't want to load this, so I am reloading my form. So clear with this, how we can configure a report. And now we can create a report by ourselves, and there we can, like we have some options, more options. We will explore there. Then report. Before going to report, let me create an update set. Actually, I have to show you how we capture reports and dashboard in update set, and that is very important thing. Sorry, local update set. I give that as Gautam report and make it current. Gautam. Okay. So report. Go to create. Okay. So again, like similar one. This time we will do same, like actually same, but we will restrict something. We will do some things here. Incident by state, just for our understanding. Then table, then incident. This incident is selected. Then if I select bar and directly if I click on this run, so you can see this is showing like based on true or false, true or false. Like because we have not given any group by or anything, it is just showing based on something, some random thing. And if you want to select this histogram, then it will be like this. Actually, I too don't know like what one basis it is showing on the bottom. Like you can select this donut, select something and just run it. Okay, so it is showing true false, true false. Maybe it is based on breach or something, or just active or not active. Okay, so I am selecting this one. Yeah, okay, by default it is showing active or not active, that's why. Then state, and in group by I will give this active because we just saw that now, and assign to. Okay, and just 2 for now, and running it. So this is how the report is visible, and on the bottom we have these things like true, false, all those things. Okay, and all these remaining, we are fine with that, right? And even we are fine with this coloring and all those types. We have anything here? Okay, so instead of a large size, I am selecting a medium sized report, so it will like this will cover in my form. Okay. So now you might ask me, like, we are doing the same a similar report like earlier also it was state group by state, then why we are doing again? So there we missed something, that is filter. Like here I want to filter something. I want to check the records which are created in last 30 days and I want to group those by state. So here created on, here we have days, weeks, all these things. So this one I am selecting this month, last month, or days. If I select 2 days, last 20 days, 30 days, whatever, like some options we have, right? So I am selecting last 30 days and I will click on run here. So now I will see the records which are created in last 30 days only. Okay. And we will see like how we can dig and how we can confirm that. We will see in 2 minutes. So this is how you can apply filter, or like here also we have and or all those things you can do. And here we have sort option also. So you, if you want to sort, then on basis of what you want to sort, like assign to names like A to Z, something on based on that you want to sort. Okay. So here it is in new state, we have 36. Here I will stack by that based on assign to, and you can see empty, this one D, B. So it is sorting that based on this one. Okay. If you want sort, you can keep that. If else, you can clear your sort. Okay. So this is about applying your conditions. So clear, and you can even apply some conditions here also, related list conditions. But we don't have any relation list, I think, here. Like what are the affected CIs, affected groups, which we have seen on the bottom of our incident table, right? Those things like affected CI. Let me select this. So like if you want to filter based on that also, like if affected CI is this, then filter this. So you can even do based on that one. Okay. So for now, just selecting this, created on last 30 days. Okay. So I'm always clicking on this. Let me minimize this. So you might ask, like I'm always clicking on this run and we are showing like we are getting this report. So is it saving? So no, it is not saving. It will save only if you click on this button. Okay. Now I am saving it. Okay. Now you can see incident report created, incident by state, it got created, right? So only after clicking on save, you can it will be saved. Unless until like if you want to do something and if you want to check the output, you can without saving just click on run and it will show you this report. Okay, it will not save. If our class get disconnected, I will send you a new link. Okay. And one more thing, like this is a cubic update. Ask question. Like earlier we used to have all these things right on the filter. So if directly you want to directly, you can write something here and you will get output here. Incidents created in last 30 days. So I'm expecting it should filter that. So this is a new feature which is created from last some like just from cubic. So see, I have given that thing and automatically created on last 30 days. It is filtering based on my words. Okay. So that is the purpose of this one. So again, I am because I don't want that, I am again selecting something by myself. or else let me reload because we have not saved after that, right? So it will be back to whatever we have developed. Okay, so this was the what we developed. Okay, so this is filter. So you are clear, right, about filter, everyone? Okay, so after you save this report, then we will have some option here like update, insert and stay, save as data source, all these options. Okay, and then we have this option like of sharing. If you want to share with someone like any particular roles or any particular group something, you can do that from here. Okay. Before going to that, I have one more option. Where is that? So in this list we have to get one more. Why is not visible? Okay. So if you want, like if you have created a report, it will not be visible to anyone. It will be visible only to you. So if you want to share with someone, like when you click on that, it should be visible to me or everyone or every particular, like for some particular users or some particular groups. So you can do that from here. Like for example, I will give only able tutor. Okay, and I will close. So only able tutor will be able to see this report. No other user will be able to see. Okay, and like a scheduling we will see on the last, and a dashboard also we will see after a few minutes, and export to PDF. Like this is the report which is created, and if you want to export that report as a PDF, then click on this. Then it will ask you like in which option you want, landscape, portrait, something. And if you click on export, so it will create a PDF file of this report and it will export, download. So when you download that, yeah. So see, this is your report. Okay, like crystal report or something we have in .NET, right? So similar type, like this is your report name and it is run on this time, run by whom, like system administrator, what is the table, what is the condition, and what is the group by, all that it is showing here. Okay, so these things of sharing. And remember, like this is the important one. Sometimes like client might ask you like one person is able to see but I am not able to see. So this is the reason for that. Like if you are not sharing with them, it will not be visible. Then we have this delete option, delete report, that is normal one. And in report to see the info of your report, like same the like which table it is created, what type it is, like bar, like with whom it is shared, like who is created by, user, last modified, schedule, published, all these things. Okay, and we have this option on the that here also, like if you want to something like a report structure, like parent, child, something like that, so you can do that from here also. Okay, and this is about the bar report. Okay, and we have seen about this. Okay, so this is about bar report, and there is one more report. Like there are many reports, but I want to show you one particular thing which some clients ask us. Like uh, priority 5 incidents table. I want to show incidents which are only of priority 5. This one here in type, I have to select something on the bottom, just count, like here single score. So it will show just number. Like I'm not giving anything here, just count. And for now, I'm just running that. Okay. So it is not showing me on based on anything. So here I want to apply the filter, like wherever priority is 5, I want to show only those counts. So priority 5, then run that report. Okay, so you can see like we have this here, right? So it is showing just count, and I'm saving it. Okay, this report got saved. Okay, so we have this count. Like if you want to confirm like what are the tickets, so you have to just click on this report, like click anywhere with your mouse, and it will redirect to that particular list view. So this is your incident list view, and here see on the top we have 57, and here is the condition, right? Directly from report you can come directly go to this list view. Okay, so similarly on your first page you will have all the reports. Yeah, so these are all the reports. Do they have any more thing? Okay, mid server dashboard, this is a different type. See, this is also a dashboard to see check mid servers, what is the update on mid server, something like that. Then we have this knowledge management dashboard, I guess. See, this is some other report on dashboard. See, okay, and like this is something, if you click on this, just click on that and it will redirect to your table. Okay, so clear till now? Okay, then fine. And my reports, group, global. Okay, so for now we have created report. Now we want to create a dashboard, and before going to create that dashboard, let's go to our update set and check like what things got captured here. So here you can see like what got captured, like report report user and group. This is because we have shared with some person, right? It is showing because of that. Then list layout, then report again, and report like whom with whom we are sharing this. And here you can see this is the name of our report. Okay, so only these things got captured. So now we have to like we have dashboard, like you have created this okay, so you have created a report, but you have to show that to your client, right? And he can directly go to report every time and he can see. So instead of that we will create dashboard. Like these are some of the dashboard. I'm expecting like we have some out of the box dashboard for incident also. Yeah, incident management. These are the some of the dashboard, like one dashboard on your system, and it will have some out of the box reports on that. Okay, just for your reference you can refer this, like what are the open incidents, like what are the basic indicators. It is taking time to load. Mm, it is not showing, maybe because of some conditions on that. So this is a tab on your dashboard. Okay, all these have some conditions, like this is one more type of report. So in same such way you can select multiple different types. So if you want to